like me. If you're trying to level up your YouTube content creation journey in 2026, then this is the episode for you. Welcome to ShopTalk. Today, we are focusing on learning how community posts keep you in the YouTube algorithm between uploads and why they're one of those powerful tools that creators are still underutilizing. And they're underusing them mostly because they don't quite understand how they work. And what am I talking about? How does YouTube use your community posts? Y'all stick and stay for this episode. It's going to be a good one. Let's start right here, friends. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. We are talking community posts and learning how they drive views and how you can use them to drive views to your long format content and your live streams without having to upload more content from scratch. We're talking about maximizing and using your existing content to get more views, to level up in 2026. If your goal is monetization in 2026 on YouTube, this is the episode for you. Welcome in, content creators. Welcome in. This is Shop Talk. Let's just make sure we understand. There's some key understandings that we're going to need here, friends. Let's make sure that we understand those things. I want to take some time and welcome in members of the Content Creator Collective that are already chatting it up and sharing out their channel links in the chat. And you are joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. Give me just a moment. We're having technical difficulties here. I'm going to switch back to my hotspot. I thought we were back on a good Wi-Fi. Thank you all for being patient with me. I know what I'm going to be doing as a content creator, and that is working on my internet over the weekend, troubleshooting with my internet service providers. And if they can't get this thing right for us, then we're going to be switching over to a different service, someone who can meet my needs, because it's all about Shop Talk. Thank you for being here for episode 73 of Shop Talk. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being locked in. We want to welcome in Simply Debbie Sue, Vicky's World. Welcome in, friends. Welcome, content creators. Welcome in, creators. And we want to say a very special hello to Vicky's World, to moms for being the first one dropping down in those comments. That means you're sending positive vibes out into the YouTube algorithm. And thank you for remaining on the stream because that helps the algorithm. We don't want to do anything to a content creator that's going to hurt the engagement signals sent out by the viewers. The viewers send out those engagement signals. And when you don't stay on the stream, that hurts the channel owner. And we don't want to do anything to hurt others, new and small creators. Welcome in Real Journal Talk with V. We want to welcome in Sandra James, Living It. Just making sure we've got a great connection before we resume this conversation, one that we all need as we head into the weekend. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. I was trying to recall a few things, but we're just gonna move on with it. So we have these community posts, and then we also have these things called shorts. At this moment, would you drop in the chat and let me know? That will let me do a check and make sure that everyone is tuned in and getting a really good signal coming from me in my part of the US, because we know that YouTube is a global network and we're trying to get more views from all over the world, from all over this global social network called YouTube, so that we can level up in 2026. Do you use more posts on your channel or more shorts? Think about your content creation journey as a YouTube creator, a content creator, a YouTuber. They all mean the same thing. Which do you use more of at this moment? Posts or shorts? So as for me, it's a no-brainer for me. I tend to use more posts as a content creator. We're just talking posts and shorts. Allison Mapp says post for her. Simply Debbie Sue says post. Y'all are making me proud. Come on, content creator collective. A Real Journal Talk with V, a post. I hope that you're seeing it helping your channel to grow. Reversing High Blood Pressure says she at this moment is using more shorts. Thank you all for chiming in. We're dropping in. If you're just coming in, welcome. We are dropping in the comments. Are you, as a YouTuber, using more posts on your channel or more shorts? And the truth of the matter is you should be using both. As a small and a new content creator, you should be using both of these because they serve different purposes. They drive the YouTube algorithm with respect to your YouTube channel in very different ways. So let's talk about it. Community post is all about building community and activating the algorithm to push traffic to two key components of your channel, the things that matter most. Community posts are all about activating the YouTube supercomputers to push traffic to your long format videos and your live streams. I'll say that one more time. Posts or community posts, by both names, they are the same thing. They push YouTube traffic to your long format videos and your live streams. And those are the key elements that you're going to need to get you to monetization. You're going to need those watch hours and longer watch sessions on your long format videos and your live streams. Remember that posts are sent out to your subscribers, every single one of them, and to your recent viewers of any of your content. If you've had some recent viewers over the last couple of days, over the last week or so, they will also receive your recent posts. Our goal is to always get longer watch sessions from individual viewers, and they take the minutes from each of the individual viewers who are watching your long format content and your live streams to come up with the watch hours required for monetization. And yes, it still requires 3,000 watch hours in the last 365 days on your long format videos and your live streams to reach initial monetization. And it takes a 4,000 of those watch hours in the last 365 days to reach full monetization on your long format content and your live streams. The more you utilize posts, you are building community on your channel and you're building trust towards your content. Not just trust with viewers and subscribers, but you're building trust in the YouTube supercomputers. The YouTube supercomputers are getting to know your names. It's getting to know what your niches are, what your interests are, what kind of content that you create on your channel, so that it'll know who to push your content out to next. Shorts do something different for your channel. More than anything, I think you probably already know it to be true. Shorts is what's going to grow your subscriber count fastest. Shorts are the tool that we use, that YouTube gives us access to for free, so that we can grow our subscriber count. However, what shorts don't do as well, because we now don't know that community posts does it best. Community posts are the thing that's going to push out your long format content and your live streams. You can still link every one of your shorts back to a long format video or a live stream, but the thing that's going to keep and build your community and send those high engagement metrics through the YouTube supercomputer system, it's what we call the algorithm. It's going to be the community post. So we do need both. We should be utilizing both because they work and they serve very different goals on our channels as content creators, as YouTubers. We have a question coming from Reversing High Blood Pressure. Posts are better than shorts? Wouldn't say better. They're better at pushing out your long format content and your live streams, and for creating longer watch sessions on your content, because community posts operate in the same system as your long format content and your live streams. Shorts, on the other hand, are the best tool to use to grow your number of subscribers. And friends, if you haven't recognized it by now, you're going to need both 500 subscribers for initial monetization and 1,000 subscribers for full monetization. So yes, keep doing the shorts. But you should also continue and establish a routine for building posts and utilizing posts on your channel as well. You're going to need both. And posts, I am using so many more posts because now that I am 50 years old and a fully monetized channel, I am a new fully monetized channel. I just became a fully monetized channel back in August of 2025 at the age of 49. Starting with about 200 subscribers, I did it in just 6 months. From 200 subscribers to fully monetized in just 6 months using my iPhone 15 Pro Max. So it's not that they're better, reversing high blood pressure, but it's that we need to use both, and we need to better understand how YouTube uses them and recommends that we use them to grow our channels. So if you're looking to level up in 2026, make sure you're using both the community posts and the shorts. So just for clarity here, this episode of Shop Talk is all about community posts. We're learning how to drive views to our long format videos and our live streams without having to upload new content. Right? Because like me, and I'm sure you're willing to say yourself, I Love YouTube. I am enjoying growing my channel. My goodness, I cannot believe that I actually did it. I started a YouTube channel. Now, all you need is what? More time to work on your YouTube channel. So, what you can do as you establish a consistency schedule, and as you learn to be more consistent on your channel, use community posts. They're a lighter lift for the content creator that will allow you time to create more meaningful and more quality content. Putting out the best content on your YouTube channel is the number one thing that's going to grow your channel. Put out the best content that you can, and it does not have to be perfect. As you can see, this stream had a few technical difficulties as we got started, but it's still my best content, and I'm doing my best. Thank you all for joining me. We want to welcome in Key, out with Key, and it's Key pronounced like the word Key, Key, but spelled Kie. That's our friend Key, and it's short for Keisha. Y'all check out Key and her granny. She's got an alter ego over there, and she is some kind of hilarious. Thank you for joining us, creator out with Key. Another comment from content creators. Y'all drop your comments, drop your questions. Every episode of Shop Talk is a live Q&A for the content creators, for YouTube content creators. Wanda says, I need to get better at making long form videos. I'm getting ready to work toward trying to get partially monetized and then moving right on to full monetization. What great. Thank you for putting that out into the atmosphere. Thank you for manifesting that for 2026. Those are great hashtag channel goals. Y'all feel free to drop your channel goals so that we will know what you need most and how we can support you in your YouTube journey. Absolutely. Real Journal Talk with V had a great interview yesterday. Was that yesterday? Today is Thursday. Yeah, yesterday with Low Carb Queen. A great interview on health and wellness and weight loss and using GLP-1s. Great interview. And Real Journal Talk with V was being interviewed by Low Carb Queen. Shout out to both of these fabulous creators in this YouTube streets. Real Journal Talk with V says, as of today, I am learning to focus on community posts. Y'all continue to use both because they both work in different ways in the YouTube supercomputers. The algorithm uses your shorts in one way to help you to increase your number of subscribers. And then the YouTube algorithm uses your community posts to help build community by sending out every one of your posts to your subscribers and to your most recent viewers so that you can pushes traffic to your long format content and your live streams. And every time you create a post, if you do it strategically, you will help the YouTube algorithm to better understand what kind of content you're putting out on your channel, what your niche might be, or what your interests are. Y'all don't worry too much. As a small and new content creator, the thing I would tell you to do most is have fun, do what you love, put out what you like, and do the content that made you start watching YouTube and wanting to become a YouTuber. Use that as your initial content that you create on your own channel. You'll find your way. Don't worry too much about the niche, because to me, as a small and new content creator, this is the best time for you to figure out what's going to work best for you. We want to welcome in content creator and member of Kendi K's core crew, Lala, the High Vibe Coach, plant-based nutrition. Sandra James is sharing with us her channel goal for 2026. She is surely trying to level up. My goal is growing subscribers and providing adequate content. So that focus on putting out your best content is ringing true for Sandra James to help them in pertinent areas of their lives through my personal journey. Such transparency. Y'all, you're going to get to see more from Sandra James in this episode of Shop Talk. So stick and stay, friends. Stick and stay. We've got flowers to the queen. That is Sandra James living it. Happy Friday, Sandra. Flowers for, I love these flowers. See, I love so many kind humans in this content creator community. This is a safe space for creators to connect, to collaborate, and to grow their channels to full monetization. I love this. Real Journal Talk with V sharing her level up goal for 2026. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. And we're going to tag right along with it. She is trying to increase her watch hours towards initial and then on to full monetization. And you know what, Real Journal Talk with V? You've been on your grind too. So I receive that and I speak that over your channel. You're going to get to initial and then you're going to smash through those gates towards full monetization with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Y'all stick and stay on this content. This is what we do over here for Shop Talk. We don't do that gatekeeping over here. No, we are here to level up in 2026 and grow our channels. And this time, today's episode of Shop Talk, we're focusing on community posts. We're driving views without uploading more content. Gemini Diva, content creator, and helping us to moderate this stream. Thank you, Gemini Diva. Thank you for being a member of Kendi K's core crew. Gemini Diva says her goal is to upload more videos. Yeah, Gemini Diva was very transparent to share some things with us because we are her content creator collective. We are her community. And she shared with us that she was taking a break before the holidays to focus on herself and her family. And we honor you for that. But we thank you for staying in the game and showing up in these YouTube streets and staying with the Content Creator Collective. And that's what we do over here. We're family. Welcome in, Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Thank you all for being part of our Content Creator Collective. Y'all, we've been talking a lot about these community posts because, y'all, I have been consistently using community posts and I've consistently been seeing my channel numbers, my number of subscribers go up, but most of all, the watch hours on my content. Friends, I am seeing the watch hours on my content. The more I put out these community posts, the more I am enjoying them. I'm having fun because they are a much lighter lift than me having to try to create 5 long form videos a week or trying to do a live stream every day. Shout out to those content creators who've been able to keep these streaks going for January and into February, where they are going live every day or 2 times a day. Shout out to you content creators. You go, content creators, go. But Kendi K is a woman of a particular age. I am 50 and I am just a part-time YouTuber. I have to work my full-time job. I've got a kid in college, friends, and I've got bills that are due every 30 days. So I'm sorry to let you know, Kendi K does not have time to go live every single day. But what I do as part of my content creation flow is I batch myself some community posts. And then that allows me to put out 2 or 3 fresh pieces of content each week. Fresh pieces of content, Kendi K? Oh, yeah, let me be real clear with you. I want to make sure that I can still put out 1 or 2 long format videos and 1 or 2 or 3 episodes of Shop Talk each week. Yes, that's what I do. And remember, I've said this before, but I'm happy to say it again. If you want to keep your channel in the YouTube algorithm for 2026, you've got to level up. You've got to be consistent and at least put out 2 long format videos and or live streams every week. 2. That will keep you in the algorithm, but just barely. You want to level up, try to get to 3. A combination, you choose that combination. 2 long format videos and 1 live stream a week, or maybe you do it all as 3 live streams. If I were you, try to make sure you get at least 1 long form video in there because we're building for to and through monetization, right? If you don't think you have time now, you really won't have time to do all the things that you're thinking about as a content creator. I'll tell you, the closer you get to initial monetization and then full monetization, you will have even less time as a content creator. So you might as well do it the right way by building your long format content library right along with doing live streams. You need to be doing both. Hashtag level up. I love that. That's a great hashtag. Let's get it. Let's all get a little bit of that. Hashtag level up. I like that. Thank you for sharing that. But friends, so here's the power move. Just reiterating some key concepts for this series that we've been in on posts or community posts. By both names, they mean the same thing. Posts that push traffic to your long format content and your live stream. It activates the algorithm, so the algorithm knows more about your content and helps you to increase the watch sessions, the watch hours, minute by minute for each viewer who views your long format content and your live streams. It's all about those community posts and how we put them out. We've talked about this key strategy for how to build the best chain for your posts. It's a loop, friends. It's a do loop for the content creator regarding your post. You want to have your pre-post and you want to put that post out before, a day before, a couple of days before, or even, friends, a couple of hours before your next long format video is premiered or your next live stream. I did it just this morning, friends. I started with a pre-post early this morning. It was about 6 or 7, depending on your time zone here in the US. And then, friends, about 20 minutes before this live stream started, I call that the during a post, right before your live stream or right before your premiere starts. You want to go ahead and drop that link then. Drop the link, the URL link, so that your subscribers and your recent viewers will be able to just click right into and get to your live stream or to your premiere. Notice that in that pre-post that I dropped this morning, there was no channel link. I simply told you that this is Shop Talk Day. Did y'all know we now have a winter schedule for January, February, and March? My goal is to have Shop Talk. I'm trying to level up in 2026 and be more consistent with our Shop Talk schedule so that you all would know when to expect me. And not just you as my viewers and subscribers to Shop Talk, but I want the YouTube supercomputers to know. Hold a spot for Kendi K's Shop Talk on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and always our Sunday edition of Shop Talk. 3 live stream Q&As for the YouTube content creator. Mrs. G says, this is so true, Kendi K. It's tough trying to do all these things and juggle our full-time jobs and family. So these shortcuts will help you. Y'all, it is so much easier. And I think if you're not having fun, now YouTube is always going to be a lot of work. Anything worth having, like monetization, you're going to have to work for it. We're grown enough to know that, right? But you can also have fun during the process. You can also create funny moments. You can also show a little bit of transparency and really connect and grow your community by sharing little bits of yourself that you don't want to necessarily put in a long form video. Just give them some insider tips that they're only going to get through your posts. Friends, all of those things are going to help to grow your community. And if you drop a URL link as part of your pre-post right before you go live for a live stream, 15 or 20 minutes before. Some people I've been seeing 30 minutes before. You have to try it. Test it out. See if 30 minutes is the sweet spot for you. Now, the YouTube supercomputers really only need, it's going to be pretty instantaneous for your key subscribers. As soon as you drop a post and it includes a URL link, it's going to go straight out to your YouTube subscribers on your channel and to your recent viewers. And then it's going to continue to send that post out to those folks who might be more likely to view that content, especially if they are a recent viewer on that content. Yeah, the supercomputers only really need 5 to 10 minutes for that. Sometimes 30 minutes might be a little too long because folks will say, oh, I'll go wash the dishes. And then their phone rings. And then they have a lengthy conversation. And they say, oh, I forgot I was supposed to be over there watching someone's live stream or chatting it up with them on their premiere the first time their video goes public. So you try it out, see what works best for you. Mrs. G says definitely you can create funny moments. And I love that. Lala says, one of my shortcuts is I make long forms out of your live streams. Absolutely. That's a pro tip. Y'all, you better catch it. You better catch it. And then friends, after your live streams, after Lala's live streams, friends, you want to keep traffic on that content, and you can go back to your same community post where you drop that channel link just before your live stream or just before your long format videos premiere. What you can do, friends, is you can go back, you can drop a fresh comment, or you can edit that post. You can edit that community post. I love that about community posts. If you schedule them, you can go back and edit them. You can publish them on demand as soon as you create them. But I almost always, here's another pro tip, almost always make sure that I schedule them, because then I can edit them after the live stream or after the premiere and advertise it, market it as a video on demand for replay purposes. Y'all, thank you for being here. We want to welcome in Jerry G as a content creator. Y'all, we're getting ready for a live demo, and I'm going to be sharing out some things. So this is the live demo portion, and I want to make sure everyone can get this. So we're going to walk it through step by step. You know how we do over here. You know how we do it. We do things decently and in order because we're real grown over here. Kitty K started her YouTube channel and fully monetized it at age 49. Hashtag 50 and fabulous. And you can too. I started with just about 200 subscribers. After fumbling around on YouTube for a whole year, at 200 subscribers, I started my YouTube channel and fully monetized it, starting with 200 subscribers in about 6 months using just my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I reached full monetization using these strategies, particularly the community posts. Absolutely. And shorts. But because you got to use both, because they have very different purposes in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being locked in. This is Kendi K all day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. This is our content creator maker space. We're learning how to drive views to our channel, to our long format videos and our live streams without having to upload additional content. Let's go. I see so many content creators joining us. Don't forget to continue to drop your channel link so you can connect, collaborate, learn, and grow in 2026. Friends, so here is a key moment. If you have your smartphone with you, this is a good time to hit that channel, that like button, and so we can send positive engagement into the YouTube streets about Shop Talk. And then, friends, here's the one that you can have the step-by-step instructions for how to create a community post on your channel. Some people say they're still saying that they have not ever created a community post. So again, y'all, we do things here on Shop Talk. We start at the beginning level, those who have not yet reached monetization, but I have so many creators, so many larger creators like Carter's Eat, like Kiss from Jay. Kiss from Jay taught me in December 2024. Friends, it was Kiss from Jay who taught me how to create my first poll in a community post. I am not joking about this. I promise you, I will forever, forever, forever be so thankful for having met Kiss from Jay in these YouTube streets. Y'all, she is a jewel. Check out Kiss from Jay. She's now a fully monetized content creator. She became a monetized content creator before me, and I was not surprised at that. She was a boss. Now, she kept up her daily live streams. Whoa. Drop in that chat, Kids from Jay. How many days did you do your longest live stream streak? A daily live stream streak. Oh my gosh. And y'all, she chronicled her Liberian wedding. She got married in Liberia to her king. My favorite playlist from her. Y'all check out Kids from Jay. Tell us, drop down in the chat, Jay, and tell us so I can put it up on the screen. Tell us how long your longest daily live streak was for having daily live streams. So, friends, this is one to take a quick picture of, but don't worry, you can catch it on the replay and follow us through. Friends, you want to focus on YouTube gives you lots of options on posts. You can do just a text post. I used that early this morning to let you all know and remind you that Shop Talk was coming at this kind of a lunchtime live stream for Shop Talk on this Thursday today. And you can use image text. You can use just a text with emojis. But even if you just use text as your post, friend, make sure you drop an emoji or two because the YouTube, they like that, and it creates a stronger user interface. That's just a fancy phrasing that YouTube uses in the YouTube algorithm. The user interface is what does it look like to the viewer, to your subscribers. It looks better with some emojis. Now, don't put too many emojis in the row because then that is viewed by the YouTube algorithm as spam, and we don't want spam. So put those emojis in there and spread them out, please. So emoji, text, emoji is a good combination. Or text, emoji. Or emoji, text, emoji. Or emoji and text. Not emoji. That's spam. They're supercomputers, y'all. They're not people. So all it's going to read is you put a whole bunch of emojis, and that might be spam alert, scam alert, right? It won't know what you're doing. It can't read all of that. It's supercomputers reading code, right? Friends. So you've got your image poll, you've got your text poll, you can have quizzes, and you can have videos. I want you to lean into this slide, friends. Lean into this slide. Look at those that create the best user interface and the best user experience. It is these three. Those that have an image with some text, an image poll, and a text poll. And it was Kiss from Jay who taught Kendi K in December 2024. In December 2024, Kiss from Jay. And y'all, I don't even know that I had 50 subscribers at that point. Kiss from Jay taught me how to use a text poll. I was hitting the quiz button, trying to create a poll. Because on my smartphone, it doesn't have these labeled. It just has the icon, right? It just has the icon for a quiz and an icon for the text poll. It just says the icon. So I didn't know the difference. Kiss from Jay showed me step by step. Hence, at 50 years of age, I need you to take me step by step. And that's why I deliver Shop Talk step by step for content creators of a particular age, friends. But everyone is welcome here, no matter what your age. If you are a new and small content creator, if you're looking to level up, and let me tell you that too. YouTube considers anybody with 500,000 subscribers or less a small content creator. Y'all, in this episode of Shop Talk, we're talking about community posts and using our community posts, our posts, to drive views without uploading more videos each week as part of our consistency. We're going to combine our best long format videos and our live streams. We're going to combine those now with community posts. And when we add that to shorts are going to help us to increase our number of subscribers, but it's going to be those community posts that are going to send the smart signals to the YouTube algorithm about our long format videos and our live streams, and help us create a sense of community and give the algorithm more information about what kind of content we're putting out. And the YouTube supercomputers will be following the engagement from those posts, getting more positive signals, high performing posts like image posts, image polls, and text polls. Those are the ones we should be using. You can use them all, but we want not so much on just linking to a video. What you should do instead of just linking to a video, friends, is you should drop the URL link. That's what we've been saying all throughout this series. Drop the actual link versus just clicking on, taking the easy route. Because when you drop the link, then that means the user, the viewer, the subscriber actually has to click that link, and it takes you over to your long format video and your live stream. If you drop the video instead straight into the community post, into your post, it stays within the post. It stays within the post. You put a period. And instead, we want to use the post to drive content. We want to drive what? Traffic to your long format video and your actual live stream, right? We don't want them to watch your long format video on a replay, or the long format video. We don't want them to just watch it within your post. We want to drive the traffic to your actual long format video and to your actual live stream, even if it's on replay. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Let's keep rolling along, friends. Friends, look at here. Look at here. We've got a content creator. It's Living It with Sandra James. Here's an example of an image poll. If you've wondered what the difference is between an image poll and a text poll, Sandra James had just yesterday. She showed us one of her good goods. Y'all, she's been giving us a lot of good goods. Congratulations, content creator Sandra James, one of the newest members of Kendi K's core crew. Sandra James says, this is her image poll. She says, as she is preparing for an upcoming live, and y'all, that live is tomorrow. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sandra James, because she's using the power of the pre-post. Yes, this is her pre-post, friends. She's letting you know she has got a live stream coming up. She's letting her subscribers and her recent viewers know, hey, I'm preparing for a live stream behind the scenes. But I want to ask you this question. Which aspect of your personal recovery journey feels the most ongoing? What a great one. And I hit the button for mindset. Let me see if I can capture that so we can all do our part to support Sandra James living it. Let me see if I can capture that really quick, so we can go over there and fill out that. Thank you all for being here. Welcome to ShopTalk. We're learning how to use community posts to drive views without having to create more content each week. Views to our long format videos and our live streams. Wow, Sandra has put out another community post in just that short amount of time. You go ahead with your bad self, Sandra James. Y'all, can you see this is a content creator? She has clearly leveled up. So, y'all, let's take Sandra James' poll. I'm dropping that in the chat at this moment. Congratulations, Sandra James, living it. Y'all, click that poll, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds, and you come on back, and let's keep rolling along. I've got so many folks in the chat, and I'll be dropping comments while you all Chat it up in that chat. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. While everyone does that poll, Mrs. G says this makes a lot of sense. Drop the link live about 15 minutes before starting. Post the upcoming in advance, but drop the reminder, the link just a few minutes before. Yeah, do your pre-post, no link included in your pre-post. And then 15 minutes before, that's when you drop the link. And here's a pro tip again, drop that link on the second line. Don't drop a link unless you set the link up and tell them what that link is to. Put that on the top line. And then the second line, it will be mobile ready, because most folks still view YouTube on their smartphone. And if it's mobile ready, if it's optimized for viewing on the smartphone, it will automatically be optimized for viewing on their tablets, on their TVs, or on their computers. We've got Kiss from Jay, content creator on the move. She's on the way to 5K as well. And she monetized her channel quicker than I did. And because she did lots of daily live streams. Kiss from Jay says, it wasn't just the lives. I hope you all are over there putting traffic intentionally on some of our newest and smallest content creators, Sandra James Living It. Y'all, she gave us a great example of an image poll. Kiss from Jay says, it was videos which made it even harder because it's hard to edit those videos. Kiss from Jay, thank you for putting that out here. As a content creator, even as a fully monetized content creator, I echo Kiss from Jay. Y'all, even as fully monetized content creators, it is difficult, y'all. Editing long format videos is a lot of work. And that is why I'm sharing with you. Combine 1 or 2 long format videos a week with a live stream or 2, and then sprinkle community posts in between. Community posts are much easier. I can literally do a community post and schedule it in about 5 minutes. It never takes me longer than 10 minutes. If it takes me 10 minutes, it's probably because I look at my phone and I send a text to somebody, or I look at somebody's, you know how we do. Whereas it takes 2 and 3 hours sometimes. Sometimes it takes me the whole day to edit a video, a long format video. Thank you, Kiss from Jay, for putting into words what so many of us are experiencing as small and new content creators. And y'all, can I tell you this? It takes huge YouTubers like Mr. Beast. It takes them that long too to edit long format videos. The only difference is they have teams. They make so much revenue on YouTube that they pay people to do the editing for them. Friends, don't get it twisted. We are small content creators, so we are doing this all ourselves. I'm going to show you. We're going to talk about creating your team, creating your core team, your core tribe on YouTube. But for the most of us are still going to be editing all of our own content. I know I am, even now as a fully monetized channel. And it's going to be like that for quite a long while. Absolutely. Because if somebody else is editing your videos for you, then that means you're paying them. And I'm not making enough money, even as a fully monetized content creator, to have anyone edit my videos. Not yet. Sandra James says, thank God for people who complete others opposed to competing with others. Yeah, you're only limited by the limits of your own creativity. Y'all, this is YouTube. Y'all, the fact that Kitty K fully monetized the channel at 49 years of age, and I didn't even do social media at all when I started my YouTube channel, friends, it's pretty unbelievable. It's pretty unbelievable. Out with Key says, thanks for that good info. We've got a new content creator in the building. Master Chicks Poultry Farm. Are you a member of the chicken community? I love chicken life. I love chicken life. Yeah, that's the thing about it. You can find anything out there on YouTube. Any of your interests, you can find them. I didn't even know I liked chicken so much. But now I know that chickens lay different color eggs. What do you mean, Kitty K? Not just white eggs, not just brown eggs, but sometimes pretty blue eggs, sometimes speckled eggs. Yes, who knew chicken life? So welcome in, content creator, Master Chicks Poultry Farm. Welcome in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Friends, let's get back to it. Here is that great image poll from Sandra James, Living It with Sandra James. Y'all, thank you all for being here. And we've got an example of an image post. Look at this image post coming from Brenda Huckabee. Y'all, I love this. And I said immediately, as soon as I said, first of all, it is a great image post. Y'all check out this new small content creator, Brenda Huckabee. She's got 331 subscribers or so. But so y'all, if you like the content, if you like the vibe, look at how she's used this beautiful, gorgeous image to activate the algorithm. The image was sent out to her subscribers, all 331 of them, plus you, and her recent viewers of content. They were notified. They were sent this post to their devices as well. Y'all, she's able to extend the life. If she goes back now and creates one more, you got to create that do loop. Y'all, you've got to create that creator loop for these community posts. Go back now. Brenda Huckabee, here's my suggestion, friend. Go back now and give us a link to some of your long format content or one of your upcoming long form videos or your live streams. Yes. And look, it's just so plain, but yet so gorgeous. It is gorgeous. How could you not hit the like button on this? Y'all, one strong community post really can outperform 3 uploads. First of all, I don't know when was the last time I was able to put out 3 long format videos, not as a part-time content creator. And Kendi K is just a part-time content creator. But you got to build them right. You've got to do that loop. You got to pre before, during, and after with your community posts. That's the do loop. That's the do loop. Yeah, that's what we do. We take it step by step over here. This is a safe space for content creators to connect, to collaborate, and grow. And friend, here's another great content creator. It's Kim J's Sweet Healthy Life. Y'all, I put this from Christmas because y'all, to me, it showed that she was having fun with it. That's what it showed me, friends. And remember, y'all, when we say connect, collaborate, grow, friends, it's all about the share of it all, too. Right? We can share, we can connect, we can invest in other content creators because what you put out into the world is exactly what you're going to get back on your channel. So as you're visiting other fellow content creators, especially small and new content creators, I want you to be real intentional. What matters most about you getting over and interacting with other new and small content creators, what matters most is their watch time. I'll say that again. What matters most is the watch time. If you go over there and all you do is hit the like button and click away in 15 seconds or in 30 seconds, you are doing damage to that creator's channel in the YouTube algorithm. You are sending negative signals. And the YouTube algorithm won't push their content out to wider audiences. If you want that thumbs up to matter, you've got to hit that thumbs up and you've got to stay on their content. If you can't stay on their long format videos and their live streams, if you can't stick and stay, then go to their posts. But y'all, if all you're doing is watching their shorts, you're not helping their watch time. And you know that. And if that's what you're doing, then that's what you're getting back on your channel too. It's the law of reciprocity. And Kendi K is 50 years old, and I'm old enough and grown enough to tell you the truth. If you don't have time to stay and watch the long format content, y'all, they're only 8 minutes long. Some of them are only 6 minutes long. If you don't have time to watch it, at least half of that 6-minute video, at least half of the 8-minute video, then don't even go over there and hit the like button. Because hitting the like button and clicking off in the same 15 seconds does damage. And I do mean that word. You're doing damage to their channel. You're sending negative signals to the YouTube supercomputers. Don't do that. Be intentional. Hit the like button and then take the time. See if other people left comments. Hit their like button too. You can put likes on those other people's comments too. That's what I do. And then guess what? You'll forget that you are watching the video and the video is just rolling, and now you're giving them the watch time that they need on their long format video and their live streams. I click everybody's thumbs up, even the people before me. And let me tell you what Kendi K does. If I see that a person does not have a single comment, Kendi K loves to be the first comment. And I'm going to take the time and write some words. Now, the YouTube supercomputers, they are computers and not people. So they're looking for your words and your emoji. They take multiple emojis in a row. They view that as spam. They're computers. They're reading it as code. But writing words, a written word comment plus an emoji, they like that. They take that as positive engagement. They'll continue to send the long format content and that channel's live streams out to wider audiences. They'll continue to test it. Give it more impressions, views of thumbnails on viewers' devices. Friends, it's just like that. So I like the fun of this. I like the fun of this because this is content creator Kim J. If you know her, she's on a weight loss journey. She's a member of the GLP-1 community on her overall health and wellness. And y'all, she was just having fun for the holidays with some other content creators. I love that. I love that. And y'all, you can't make this stuff up. How are these people showing up? Because the YouTube algorithm is being the YouTube algorithm. Y'all, they're listening. It's listening to our devices. It's listening to ShopTalk. It's seeing every time that I put your name on this screen. And here comes Kids from Jay. Here comes Model Lorianne. Model Lorianne has been in Kendi K's channel parade. Y'all, I've got a channel parade today. Yes, I do. It is for you. Welcome in. We want to welcome in content creator JC Calamity Jane, one of the members of the Content Creator Collective, now fully monetized content creator. Y'all, let's put some congratulations out there in the atmosphere. And there he is, friends. It's the GOAT. It is the GOAT. Friends, give me just a moment. Let me pop some of these creators up here without messing up all of the visuals. Let me pop them up over here. Look at it. Look at the friends. Y'all, congratulations to JC Calamity Jane. Congratulations for your monetization journey. JC, I think you might hold the record there, Hard, for being one of the quickest persons to go from partial monetization to full monetization in what, 30 hours? I don't think it was even 48 hours, was it? Wow. Way to go. And so glad that you are still rocking with us in these YouTube streets as you work. I know that JC works full-time and is just a part-time content creator, a part-time YouTuber. And so I'm sharing her story with intention because I want you to know that you don't have to be a full-time YouTube content creator. Uh, Even part-time content creators like me, um, who works full-time and is just a small part-time YouTuber, I was able to get to full monetization in 6 months. JC did it in record time in just a couple of months. And look forward to having her over for a special edition of Shop Talk so that we can learn some pro tips from someone who did it in record time. Congratulations, JC, Calamity Jane. So friends, let me set up for our live demo to show you how to, for those, we're starting with the basics here. For those who may not know how to create a post on their channel, we're going to start with the basics here, and we're going to walk you through it step by step. Let me just go over here and share my screen. Okay, friends, this is how you're going to do it here. Let me clean this up a little bit and take a look here. And I'll show you a couple of things. If you look all the way to the left, though, notice that I am not a public subscriber on YouTube. So next to my name, you wouldn't really know that I am on your channel or that I am a subscriber on your channel because I do not publicly subscribe. My subscriptions are private. So first of all, to those who think that you can't be a fully monetized channel or you won't get to monetization without publicly sharing what channels you're subscribed to, that's false. Okay. Kendi K has fully monetized her channel, and I've never been a public subscriber, meaning you cannot see that I am subscribed to your channel. I do that, y'all, because I work full time, and I get, y'all, I'm 50 years old. I've invested too much in my career. I never know what folks put out on their channel. It might be good, it might be bad, but none of it is going to hurt Kendi K's regular paycheck, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm real grown over here. Okay. And so, y'all, but if you want, because I'm showing you right now, you can see these are the people. They're all listed in alphabetical order there. You can see not all of them, but you can see the ones that are showing right there now. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. And it's just a falsehood. Y'all, you decide what you want to do on your own channel. Okay. And I always kept mine private because, y'all, I use the internet a lot for work. And it just, it's just what I chose to do. And I was still able to fully monetize my channel from about 200 subscribers in just 6 months using my iPhone 15 Pro Max. So because I hate to, y'all, I must dispel the foolishness. Okay. Some people just say things and don't know what you just don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. You just don't know what you're talking about. If you put out your best content, if you use strategy, not grasping at straws, if you use strategy, you too can grow your YouTube channel. What you put out in the YouTube streets is exactly what you're going to get back. I get out in the YouTube streets. I connect with folks. I subscribe to the channels that I like the content. I root for the underdog. And when I say I root for the underdog, that's an action word. Because I'm over there intentionally dropping a comment with an emoji, in addition to hitting the like button. And not just one like button, because I can only hit the like button on the video one time. But I can hit the like button on all the other comments underneath mine or above mine. Friends, That's how I was able to grow my channel to full monetization and beyond now and beyond. And I did not have to do it as a public subscriber. Just so when you just don't know, you should just be quiet. When you don't know, you should just be quiet. Okay. I'm just sharing, y'all. I'm probably saying too much because we're supposed to be over here learning how to create a poll from scratch. Okay. So if you don't know how to, this is the desktop edition. You want to watch the earlier episodes in this series on community posts. Yes, Kenny K. This is episode number 5 in this series about community posts, learning how to drive views to our content without uploading more long format videos and live streams every week. We can use sprinkle with community posts and keep traffic on our long format videos and our live streams. So this is using the desktop edition of YouTube. And so presuming that we are on a laptop or a tablet or we've opened a browser, I did the mobile version of how to create a post. I did that earlier in this series. So here is that if you typically use the desktop edition. And so up in the upper right-hand corner, I'm going to hit the plus sign where it says create, and it gives me several options there. I can create a video, I can go live, or I can create a post. And so in this case, I am going to click create a post, and we are here, y'all. And so I can just type in text. Notice how I am. The thing that I love about YouTube, the fun of it is this for me, is that I can kind of tease the correct punctuation, grammar, and syntax rules, right? And I can just have fun with it because it is fun, right? It's social media and you don't have to be a wordsmith, okay? But notice how I put some of my key words in caps, in all caps. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to put all of the keywords in capital letters, okay? One in all caps, what? It draws the eye. It gives the viewer a better user interface, visually what they can see. Notice that I have that in all capital word letters, P-O-S-T, post. What about if I put a capital C on create? You can kind of blur the rules of grammar, okay, to see what works best for you. Add an emoji if you want, right? And then, friends, what I always do is keep in mind 2 lines, because that's going to be optimized for the mobile view, okay? So here's that link taking us to our long format videos and our live streams. And I'm dropping a link in. This is a link in. And friends, I'm just going to go ahead. Now, here is where you can, I have the text here. Now, if you add a link, I would put it all by itself, right? Because that should be right before the long format video is premiered or right before your live stream. We talked about 10 to 15 minutes is really good, but test it out. See if the 30 minutes works for you. I've been seeing that a lot. Not quite sure that that's the best time frame. 15 minutes, 10 minutes is real good. Sometimes I drop it right as I'm going live. I just do. And it's been working. Y'all, I've reached full monetization. Y'all, sometimes you got to get out of your own way. We're sharing the strategies. We're learning how to connect, collaborate, and grow all these channels together. Sometimes you got to get out of your own way. So y'all, what I do also then is I don't just hit post because I want to be able to edit this. I always schedule my posts. Even if I schedule it to go live 5 or 10 minutes later, it gives me time to double check it, make sure I didn't have any spelling errors that were unintentional, right? And put the date on it and tell it what time I want these things to happen and all of that. Okay. See, that's 1:15 a.m. This is one that can go. Let's have it go at 2:15 p.m. A little after Shop Talk. It'll be a sprinkle. Okay. And then hit the schedule button. So I hardly ever just hit straight to post, even if I'm dropping a poll or a text poll or image poll like Brenda did. I'm almost always 99.9% of the time, I'm going to schedule it. Even if I schedule it to go public as a post 5 or 10 minutes after I create the post, it still gives me time to double check it and edit it if I need to. Now, thank you all for being here. Oh, yes. Okay, Mrs. G. Thank you, Mrs. G, for dropping that in the chat. This is why Candy K goes step by step. Welcome in, Selling George. We haven't seen you, but welcome back. Welcome back, Selling Cook George. Who actually sees the post? Well, it's not the same folks who see the shorts feed. I repeat. And then we're coming back to Mrs. G. Selling Cook George, who sees your post? Your posts go to all of your subscribers and to anyone who has recently viewed your content. You want to be kind and rewind, according to Tina Mo for show. That's a phrase she often uses. Tina Mo for show. She says, "Be kind and please rewind." You want to check out the top of this stream, Selling Cook George, because we just broke that down, why you need to be using both community posts and shorts. Okay. So yes, the posts go out to your subscribers and to your recent viewers of your content. Mrs. G says, "Thank you for showing us how to schedule the post." Yes. Did y'all see that? It first just said the word post, because that means it's going to post it and make it public immediately. I always schedule it by clicking on that little caret. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule this so that y'all can see it one more time. Again, let me show you one more time. I'm going to do it real fast here. So this is where the post would go. And then we're going to type the wording in. So your first line of your post is going to be where you explain. And friends, it's actually kind of going to be your, I didn't have an emoji to put here. I don't want to waste my time, but that's an arrow, right? This is going to be where you hook them in. Okay. That explanation is not just for the viewer and the subscriber who reads that. It's also for the YouTube supercomputers who get to read that. Now they know, friends, when I go to that second line, this is where I'm going to put the URL. This is where I'm going to put the link to my long format videos. Look how I'm modulating. I'm telling the YouTube supercomputers, by using capital letters and all caps on just a couple of words. You don't want to put all of this in capital letters, because then you're screaming at people, according to social media etiquette. But this right here is telling the supercomputers that these are your SEO keywords. These are your optimized keywords. Videos, live streams, explain, URL, link. Oh my God, Candy K. Candy K. Thank you, Candy K. You're welcome. That's what we're here for, to shop, to talk shop, to grow our channels for real, for real. Y'all, but Candy K is much more than Shop Talk. I hope you know that. This is where we collaborate and connect as small and new content creators. So y'all, I don't hit post. I hit the little caret. This is called a little caret, little arrow. That's where I hit and schedule a post. And if you got that now, I want you to drop that in the chat. I got it, I got it, I got it. I got it, I got it, I got it. I got it, I got it, I got it. I got it, I got it, I got it. I got it, I got it, I got it. I got it, I got it. Yeah, I'm having fun today, y'all, because honey, you just don't know about me and my full-time work week. Friend, my full-time work week, friend. When it gets to this time of the day on a Thursday, I can see the light. Yes, the letters are so small. Yeah. Let me try to boost that up. Hold your phone. Hold your phone, friends. Okay. Thank you, content creators. Y'all letting me know. Y'all say Kenny K. We can't see that, Kenny K. For real, Kenny K. We cannot see that. How about that? Is that better? How about now? Brenda, is that better? I'll try it bigger, but I don't know. It's gonna at some point it's gonna mess it up. But I'll try it. Let's see, Brenda. Brenda said, Kenny K, we can't see that. Kenny K, what is you doing? Thank you. Thank you for the feedback, y'all. I'm new and small. I'm new and small. We are learning together. We are learning together. Yes, we are. Okay, how about that? There we go. Okay, Mrs. G said we can see it clearly now. Much better. Sandra, thank y'all. Thank you, Brenda. We got it. We got it now. Now let me remove your comments so everybody can see that. We clicked in the upper right-hand corner. We hit the word create, and we created a poll. I'm sorry, we created a post. And a poll post is one of the posts you can create. It's one of the high performance posts that you should be creating on your channel a couple of times a week, 2 or 3 times a week. Sprinkle that with your long format content and your live streams, and it's a winning recipe to grow your channel. Let me walk you through one more time. So we're going to click up here, and we're going to choose create a post. Then we type the post in the middle section there, and this is the desktop view of how to create a post. On the first line, you're going to put your hook. You're going to put some text, not just for your viewers and your subscribers, but for the YouTube supercomputers. You got to set it up so that the YouTube supercomputers know what you're pointing people to when you put that URL link on the second line. Speaking of second lines, we've got a celebration. We've got a channel parade coming in this episode of Shop Talk. So speaking of which, let's get down to it. Let's get into it, friends. Let me come out of this, y'all. And if you can't stick and stay at this moment, y'all check us out on the replay. We're going to keep rolling on through this. Time is getting away from us, and so let's keep moving forward here. Thank you all for joining me for Shop Talk, and I'm going to finish up this episode, and it's a good one. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Do you type the word create? No, you choose the word create in the upper right-hand corner. You choose the word create. You hit the plus sign. Kim J says she's going to kindly rewind. Says Tina Mo for show. That's lovely. That's some of Tina Mo for show's phrasing. Shout out to Tina Mo for show. You see how I'm being a kind content creator? I'm not just taking people's stuff and using it. Love you, Kim J. Love you, friend. Love you, friend. Yeah, this is a learning space, and we got to learn. We got to learn. Yes, we must learn. Brenda says, do you type the create? No, you don't. You click on it. It's a button. You're going to click on it, and then you scroll down, create post. Okay. Okay. I can invite you into a private space too, Brenda, if you need to. We can get her done. because there's some other people who need to go step by step with me outside of ShopTalk, and that's the kind of thing that's going to be offered here real quick here. Thank you, friends. Okay, let me move the train forward on the tracks. Let me move this train forward on the tracks here, friends. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for staying locked in. This is Kendi K. We're learning how to use community posts so we can drive views without uploading more long format videos and live streams each week, but still get those views and still grow our channel to level up in 2026. Friends, I want to draw your attention to one of my recent episodes of ShopTalk. Not ShopTalk, of Coffee and Conversations, this time with content creator Melinda G TV. Melinda we had a great interview session last Saturday on Coffee and Conversations. And so y'all feel free to connect with that content if you would, and I share a little bit of that.
For the family that lost their loved one, it's a bittersweet moment. It truly is. It still brings chills to me just to think that.
And let me just stop it right there. I didn't set that up correctly. Melinda G, during her interview, she talked about her husband's heart transplant. February is Heart Health Month from the American Heart Association. It is a time where we push and we work with intention to encourage people to talk to your doctor and to track your blood pressure. And heart attacks remain the leading cause of death in this country due to hypertension. Melinda's husband was in congestive heart failure. And she talks about the bittersweet moments when her husband received the gift of a new heart. He had a heart transplant due to organ donation. And this is just a little clip from that longer 90-minute interview I did with Melinda G TV. Y'all check out her channel if you haven't already. And this is where she's talking about how it's a bittersweet moment, because for her husband to receive the gift of a heart, that means another family has lost their loved one, but gave the most precious gift of all, the gift of organ donation. And they gave it to her family so that her husband and her children's father could live. Listen in.
Fell for the family that lost their loved one. It's a bittersweet moment. It truly is. It still brings chills to me just to think that someone had to lose their life so that my husband can have his. It was, yeah. And I still pray for that family. Still pray for that family.
Do you get to meet the family? Is there any interaction? I don't know. Does the hospital help you to, I don't know. Tell us about that process.
So that was one of the first things I asked, and they were like, well, normally you don't, after a year, you might be able to reach out to a coordinator and they might be able to let you know, or you can just write a letter. So that's what we're going to do, is write a letter, letting him know, not just a letter from him. I'm going to write my own letter. Yes. And I don't even know if my children might write their own letters so that we could just thank that family, because that was a gift that they didn't have to do it. They did not have to.
Yeah.
They did not have to.
On my driver's license, I have the little red heart as symbolizing that I am an organ donor. Mm-hmm. And I have shared that with my family, and I'm sharing that with my family again. If in the event that something catastrophic happens to me, mm-hmm. If I'm going to meet the Lord, it's going to be howdy, howdy, and never goodbye as I sit with the Father in heaven. I I don't need the organs. So share as many of them as you'd like. Friends, if you are interested in Coffee and Conversations, it's my interview segment on my channel. I love interviewing amazing humans, not just content creators, but anyone throughout the world. That's what you're going to see in 2026 from me. It's something I started on my channel in the spring of 2025. And if I'm not mistaken, my first two interviews were, I think my second interview was fired with Dr. Ninja Turtle. He was either my first interview for Coffee and Conversations or my second interview with Coffee and Conversations. And if you're interested in one of these coffees and conversations and interview on my channel, then go ahead and point your QR code there and send me a note and let me know that you're interested. Most of all, I just need your email address so that I can connect with you, and we'll create something. And I always curate something specifically for you, your content, and what your goals are for your channel so that folks can get to know you. Y'all, this is how we're leveling up. This is how we are using the power of YouTube and we are small content creators, but together we are mighty. We are small but mighty. Absolutely, friends. Absolutely. Y'all, it is time for this channel parade. But I see so many content creators chiming in. We want to welcome back Brooklyn Beauty TV. Thank you, friend, for joining us. Absolutely. Brooklyn Beauty says she's enjoying the journey. Absolutely. Thank you all for chiming in. Thank you all for being here. We've got so many creators who have joined us today, and y'all are giving me life on a Thursday. Thank you for joining us. So as we talk about community posts, what a way to wind down this series. And thank you, Mrs. G, for putting that into words. That's Tina Mofo Show, who has added this phrasing to her channel. She uses it often as a reminder for folks to catch things on the replay. That's a pro tip for everybody. If you're not able to check in on someone's live stream, catch their replay, because then that's available as a video on demand, and you continue to get that person watch hours, not just during the live streams, but as a replay when you rewatch that content minute by minute. If you need something to do, don't click away from their content. Just continue to hit thumbs up on everyone else's comments above yours and below yours. And did you drop a comment on their long format video or their live stream? Don't just hit the like button, drop a comment that includes words and an emoji. Don't drop too many emojis in a row because that's treated as spam. They're computers, y'all. They're not real people. So make sure that you put the codes in so that you can give positive engagement signals to the YouTube algorithm. Yes, friends. Thank you all for being here. Let me just roll right on down here so we can get all these content creators up here, because the YouTube supercomputers needs to see y'all just as much as I need to see y'all. We want to welcome in members of Candy K's crew, like Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. We want to welcome in the GOAT, Slim Jim, Longfoot. Brenda Huckabee was featured today in this episode of Shop Talk. She did a great image post. Beautiful image post. Stick around, Brenda. You're in the channel parade today. And y'all, I can't remember everybody, but I know Brenda Huckabee is in there today. Selling Cook George, welcome in, content creator. Welcome in. Real Journal Talk with V did a great interview with Low Carb Queen. Welcome in. Real Journal Talk with V. Thank you for being here. We want to welcome in creator Out with Key and member of Candy K's crew and helping us to moderate this stream, Lala, America's High Vibe Coach. Welcome in. We've got Jerry G in the building as a member of the Content Creator Collective. And y'all, if you are here today, if you dropped a comment, if you hit that like button, you too are a member of the Content Creator Collective. We want to thank Gemini Diva, member of Kitty K's core crew. Thank you for being here too. and helping us to level up, reminding us to level up in 2026. Sandra James, one of the newest members of Kendi K's crew, reminding us too to level up in 2026. Y'all, it's time for that channel parade. And this is with intention that I do this channel parade because folks have spent their so much time and effort creating these beautiful channels, trying to become a YouTuber in these YouTube streets. And I just want y'all, they're just like parade floats. They're beautiful channels. They're putting out beautiful lively content, and I just want to help to spread the word about these great channels in the YouTube streets. So let's go ahead, let's roll with it. Here's our channel parade for Thursday. Michelle's Mirror. Y'all check her out. She is on a weight loss journey and she is a member of the GLP-1 community in the YouTube streets. When I call things communities, y'all, these are informal communities. What it means is just connect your channel by spending time on other channels who create the same type of content that you are putting on your channel. A community is not a formal relationship. It just simply means that you are watching and actively commenting, becoming a subscriber on those channels that truly interest you. Then that means you're a part of that community. They will recognize that because you are watching their long format videos and their live streams and actively dropping comments. Not only will that channel owner acknowledge you as part of their community, so will their subscribers and viewers, and they will venture over and check out your channel. And if they like the vibe, they'll probably hit subscribe. It's just that simple. That's right. That's what we're here for, y'all. We're leveling up in 2026. Lala is reminding us, yes, friends, yes, absolutely. Look at all these content creators rolling through here. I love to see this. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. Y'all check out Michelle's Mirror. And we've got one that doesn't need an introduction, but he's still a very active member of the Content Creator Collective. He joined us this past Tuesday for our Tuesday live stream of Shop Talk. Shop Talk for the winter, y'all. It's every Tuesday, Thursday, and our regular Sunday sunrise edition of Shop Talk. Y'all check out Chip Lowe. He's got another safe space in these YouTube streets. I've donned him the Godfather. He doesn't call himself the Godfather. Kendi K has donned him the Godfather of the Are You Locked In movement. Same thing as a community. Nothing formal here. Just get connected with these other content creators in the YouTube streets. That's where I met Kiss from Jay. Before there was even an Are You Locked In movement, she was being a kind human in these YouTube streets. Absolutely. Y'all, here's another brand new creator with 42 subscribers. Y'all, let's all put our collective muscle behind Vicky's World to moms. Let's get this content creator to these subscribers, friends. Are y'all seeing the channel parade? I hope I'm on the right screen. Okay. Yeah, y'all check out Vicky's World to moms, a new content creator in these YouTube streets. She is often here with us as a viewer and a member of the Content Creator Collective, hence her blue badge. Y'all, if I see you regularly, then that'll be the first badge that you earn on my channel. It is the Content Creator Collective badge for being a frequent viewer and contributor, positive contributor on Shop Talk for Shop Talk with 3 live Q&A episodes each week. Y'all check out Vicky's World to moms. Y'all, we have a congratulations. We've already celebrated JC, Calamity Jane, and now we've got Down Home, Misty Style has reached monetization. Y'all, if you see this content creator, first of all, check out the content. And if you like the vibe, then you know what to do. You'll probably want to subscribe, but we don't tell you to go that far. Make sure you like the content. Check out the videos, y'all. And don't forget to let them know that Kendi K sent you. I love that brownie. You know, Kendi K, I made some brownies when I was locked down last week with all of this weather. Y'all, there's that Shop Talk calendar. I dropped this one in just to make sure y'all know about our winter calendar for January, February, and March. I'll be here on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and as always on the Sunday edition of Shop Talk. Y'all, this episode of Shop Talk is brought to you by Pound Cake Expert. Visit Pound Cake Experts with 50 gourmet flavors of pound cake featuring vegan, gluten-free, and sugar-free options. It's Pound Cake Experts on all social medias. PoundCakeExperts.com. My favorite flavors are butter. It's a traditional flavor, that good old butter, and lemon joy. I even like, she's got a sexy strawberry made with real strawberries, and she's even got a peach cobbler pound cake made with real peaches. Y'all, she's even got this really fun cake. This, if you like nuts, she's got a flavor for you. It's called This Cake is Nuts. Y'all, visit poundcakeexperts.com on all social medias. We want to, here is our friend, Brenda Huckabee. There she is, friends. Check out this content creator. She's, again, another small and new content creator who has goals for 2026. Thank you for sharing your goals so transparently during this episode of Shop Talk. Brenda, thank you for being here for the entirety of this stream, Brenda Huckabee. And y'all, look at some of her in the upper left-hand corner. You can see her little hi there. He is a tree frog. I think that's what you call him. He's a tree frog. She used that as another one of her image posts. And I love that good morning post because, y'all, it just spoke to my spirit as I was under snow and ice. Last week, y'all, I still have snow on the ground at my property. And y'all, it's melting, but it's still on the ground. It's not just snow. It's a lot of ice, big sheets of ice. Friends, but that good morning image post reminded me of Hawaii. It took me back to better days. So y'all check out Brenda Huckabee, 7282. Y'all, if you like the vibe, then consider the subscribe. Absolutely. There she is right there. She's speaking to everybody else as we're shouting out her channel. Yes, absolutely. This is how we work together. And I'm loving the feedback you all are giving me about this channel parade. So I do a little bit of mini channel parade on some episodes of Shop Talk, but now y'all, the channel parade has gone big time, complete with music. To y'all, it's Mardi Gras time in the YouTube streets. And so look forward to the long format videos as our channel parades get bigger and bigger, because I'm continuing to add more and more and more. Folks love this pound cake now. More and more channels to the channel parade. We're letting the good times roll even in these YouTube streets. Oh, Kenny K's going backwards. We want to shout out another creator in these YouTube streets, Joshua Sickles. Y'all check out Joshua Sickles. He's got this white badge, and it is our top commenter badge. So shout out to Joshua Sickles for getting one of those coveted top commenter badges as a member of the Content Creator Collective. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button. If you have gotten a gem, if you picked up a gem or two, hopefully you've gotten quite a few of those strategies. Don't forget to hit that like button and catch us on the replay. If you're coming in a little bit late, we want to congratulate D Bossway. And I believe we saw D Bossway in here connecting with us this afternoon. She had reached monetization. I love that live stream that you had as your monetization bash. Y'all, thank you all for beating me over there for her monetization bash. That was a phenomenal experience, and I know it made her feel good to see so many over there congratulating her. Yes, absolutely. And congratulations, D Bossway. Congratulations on your monetization. And here's another small content creator, y'all. We are small, but together, as long as we work together, we can all get to and through full monetization. I did it, at 49 years of age with just 200 subscribers to full monetization in just 6 months using just my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I didn't have a fancy camera, and I still don't. I'm still just using my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Here's Feminine Health and Wellness. Y'all, she goes under the channel handle Elegant Creations. Here she is, y'all. She is a business owner in the real YouTube streets, creating custom candles and custom teas. Very interesting channel and content creator. Y'all check out Elegant Creations. Y'all, this is just the mini channel parade. You are likely in the larger channel parade, and we'll get another edition of that channel parade in the spirit of Mardi Gras, because it's Mardi Gras time and we're letting the good times roll. Y'all check out Simply Debbie Sue. We're so happy to have her back with us. She's had some health issues, but we're seeing her. She's getting stronger and stronger every day. Very committed member of the Content Creator Collective. She's been with us today. Thank you, Debbie Sue. And it's Sandra James, a Living It member, core member of Kendi K's core crew. Shout out to you, Sandra James. You have just really been using the strategies, and I just see big things in your channel future. It's just continuing to grow and grow. Y'all check out Sandra James. Sandra, I believe I have this right, that your live stream is scheduled for tomorrow, or is it Saturday? I believe it's tomorrow. Y'all check out Sandra James tomorrow. I have already hit that notification bell because she dropped the link, I believe, and I was able to go over there and hit that. But I could have that all wrong, y'all, because I've been checking out so many channels. But so Sandra, if you're still here with us, it's tomorrow. She's here. Y'all check out Sandra James tomorrow. Wouldn't that be lovely for us to greet her over there? And y'all, this is why I wanted to make sure Sandra was in the channel parade today, y'all. Y'all lean in. Look at her channel banner. Look at her banner header up there at the top, all the way next to her channel name, Living It with Sandra James, real life, real talk, real healing. Do y'all see her little avatar, her little cartoon lady? She is adorable. She is adorable with her little ostomy bag. Love her. Sandra, thank you for leaving the notes in the comments. I saw it, friend, and she is adorable. So I said, oh, yep, seal the deal for me. And that is why you're in the channel parade today. Isn't she cute, y'all? Look at her little avatar lady up there with her ostomy bag. Yes. And I now know that because I'm learning so much, and Sandra's channel has reminded me about, when in doubt, just choose kindness. When in doubt, show compassion to your fellow human. I spend a lot of time in airplanes because I work off the West Coast. And I just have to travel a lot for my job. And I love to vacation, and I love to travel by plane for my vacations. And something that I'm noticing now in many airports is they remind people that sometimes people's medical issues, perhaps even their disabilities, they may not be present to you. And so, like, you may not see that they might be in a wheelchair, or that they might have low vision, or be blind, or they may be hearing impaired, okay? Or something else. All people's medical issues and or disabilities or learning abilities may not be apparent to you. So when in doubt, let's just choose kindness. Brenda says, yes, your little avatar, your little comic character up at the top by your name and your channel banner. That's what we call that, at the very top of your channel banner, along with your core crew member badge from Kendi K's crew. She's so cute. She's adorable. She is adorable. So I can see that you're having fun as you're learning a lot. I love that. I love that. Look at everyone chatting it up. I love that. Yeah, choose compassion. Always choose compassion and just be kind. Then you'll always be right. You'll always be doing what's appropriate. We want to shout out Broke but Bountifully Blessed has reached 1,000 subscribers, due in part to the Content Creator Collective. Going over, checking out the content. And she's got great content because we eat every day and there's so many pantries, and she teaches us how to use all of those foods and things and to keep them fresh without going bad. I love that about her channel. She's a retired lady, and there's wisdom in her years. Here's a younger lady. It's model Lori Ann, now a new homeowner. Now she's already a model, but now a new homeowner. And now, friends, she's got her SAG card. Y'all, she has been an extra in a movie here recently, and just in the last 30 days or so. Look at the crew. The crew is growing. Don't we have some interesting people in these YouTube streams? Y'all, this is why we have the channel parade, because I just need you to know all of these awesome creators that I know in the YouTube streets. Yes. Yes. I need you all to get connected because we spent all of this time creating this fabulous content, and we just got to get everybody out of the algorithm. So I thought, hey, we're going to do a channel parade. And y'all, it's our friend Kyle Vlog. There he is, y'all. There he is. He is that guy. Hashtag that guy, Kyle Vlog. It's Doses of Shani. Doses of Shani. Thank you, Slim Jim Longfoot. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying locked in. Yes, absolutely. Such cute things. Doses of Shani is a member of Candy K's crew. Y'all, do y'all see me leveling up? Working on our badges and things like that for Kitty K's channel. Y'all, thank you for being locked in, and thank y'all for staying locked in. And this is Kitty K, over and out. Goodbye for now.
And then my heart.
Well, I was trying to give us some music.
Fellas and ladies, I just wanna know, are you like that in the family? Are you locked in? Coach Mean, are you locked in? Kiss from Dave, are you locked in? Homebody Trish, are you locked in? Trish's Closet, are you locked in? T30, are you locked in? The real P Nicole, are you locked in? Tanika's World, are you locked in? Crystal's World, are you locked in? Queen's Alchemy, are you locked in? Today Desiree, are you locked in? Fatima Shahida Abdullah, are you locked in? Honey Lover Friend, are you locked in? Sam and Tony, are y'all locked in? These are just some of the ladies that's locked in and gonna win.